Hey everybody, this is Jim at SP500chart.com. It's about 4:20 in the afternoon, August 27th, 2013. Before we look at the chart, I need to remind you that the website and the video are for educational purposes only, and nothing stated at the site or in the video is intended to be used as investment advice. I can draw lines on charts, but you have to draw your own conclusions from your own research and make investment decisions that are suitable for your personal financial situation. I am not a licensed financial professional. Hey, and I think I proved that today. But I am just a guy who draws lines on charts. First, let's get the bad stuff taken care of. Total miss on what I thought would be happening here. It appeared as of yesterday that we may have been trying to establish a rising channel, and I thought we might get a bounce at this line. Instead, not only do we not get a bounce at that line, we take out 1654. We take out a line that I've just erased. We take out this, what I thought might have been working as a neckline, just obliterated that. So that's gone. I'm going to leave this because we may come back for some kind of back test at some point. And today we had really our second significant down day in the last 2 weeks. This one being the first one back on the 15th. And then here we have this one on the 27th. Now, I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes you get it wrong. Sometimes you look at a chart and there's just nothing that it can help you with. And we've been in a situation where these moves have been so small, so tiny and seemingly insignificant that the ability for a news item to move things around is just apparently we're going to be seeing more and more influence from the news, since we don't have some big powerful pattern that we can hang our hat on that says this is what to expect. Now, we'll show you that where we closed today is very near this support line. Let's see if this gives us support. If it doesn't, then I think we're going to come down to 1600. Because if this doesn't give us a boost here, then I don't see any reason for anything else to until we shave off another 31 points. And then we have another rising line right here, which is currently under 1600. Its current level is at about 1580. So, you know, guys, I'll be honest with you, that's about all I've got to say on the day. I wish I had more. It was just an ugly day where something that looked like it was going to set up and happen, the exact opposite took place. And we can blame it on the Syria news, and maybe that's legitimate. But I tend to want to stick with the chart and kind of ignore the news. I will show you this, that the trading that took place after our gap down today did so within these two trend lines right here with multiple touches. So if we break out over this top line tomorrow, then dare I say we can look to the chart for some help. Because I think if we break out over this, we are at least due a move up to test this 1653 line. And with that in mind, I did near the end of the day take a position in the S&P, just in the SPY So we'll see. This is kind of disheartening because everything looked pretty good for a bounce to take place north of 1655, but clearly, that was a terrible, I'll say it, it's a terrible call. A missed call for sure. So let's see if we get a bounce. If we don't get a bounce here, then I think we could be heading down to that all-time tops line, which is drawn across the 2000 and the 2007 S&P highs. Just a really rough day all around today, and let's see what clarity we might get in the day or two ahead. Maybe this line produces a bounce, maybe it doesn't. I'm saying there's a good chance we get a bounce about here, but I think when we break this top line, that should be a signal that the S&P is ready to at least experience some short-term gains. So guys, that's it. All I've got today, really, in today's video is basically, whoops, got it wrong. And now let's take a look at this little descending flag, sort of almost like the opposite of what we would call a typhoon flag after a bull move. This appears to be maybe one of those little sell-offs that does give you a sign when there's going to be that short-term reversal. Let's see if that's what we get, either tomorrow or the next day. And finally, we've also got this descending line right here, which could come into play. If we tag this, maybe that's a spot where we could bounce before we get to that 1600. So there's a couple things that could happen, but you can see what's made this really difficult is the fact that even though we've got some bottoms that line up, we don't have very many tops that want to line up right now. So it makes a little bit for tough going. This looked like it might have been a breakout, but honestly, a breakout over what? So you see how it's been a little dicey trying to get a handle on things here. So coming into tomorrow, I would call this, if we were to get such a move, this should be resistance again at 1654. I believe either one of these two lines could give us some support. This might give us support if we bounce immediately tomorrow morning. If not, then we may come down to one of these two lines, or even this red line down here at about 1600. So there you have it. It's not particularly good news if you're a bull, but if you're patient, this may be a buying opportunity. So hey, take care. Thanks for watching.